Hello, my Pisces friends. Welcome back to Lanmou Tarot. Thank you so much, Pisces, for your continued support. This is your general reading for the first half of April 2019 for Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Or anyone really that feel compelled to click on this reading, there's a message in there for you. Okay, like Pisces, my Mercury is in Pisces in Western astrology. However, that's the biggest aspect in my I have in Pisces. However, in Vedic astrology, I'm a Pisces Sun, Mars, and Venus. So there are times if I feel my instinct, my intuition tell me to click on the Pisces reading, I do, and usually there is a message in there for me. And of course, folks, it's a general reading. Do not try to make it fit. If the message resonates with you, it will flow. You will know. Okay? And after we shuffle, this is the Cosmic Tarot. And we'll use the After Tarot for clarification if needed. Alright, Pisces, here we go. Spirit, what message or guidance do you have for us, Pisces friend? Message, guidance you have for Pisces friends. Message and guidance for Pisces friends. Here we go, Pisces. I hope you guys like my fancy watch. Alright, we have the Magician, Prince of Swords, Prince of Wands, the Queen of Pentacles, the Ace of Swords, and the Seven of Pentacles. Very interesting. And at the bottom of the deck, we have the King of Swords. All right. There is a lot of it's quite interesting how you can see the energetic shift, the energy shift, even through the cards when I'm doing this general reading. I'm not an astrologer, but I pay attention to what's happening, right? And how the planetary movements affect my own personal charts. But I don't know, I'm not comfortable enough in order to apply it to my readings yet. However, there are times when it's so obvious and it's so pregnant that spirit is sending me the message to address it, that I have to. The beginning of March readings, we have so many major arcana, like for every single one of the signs, out of like 6, including the bottom of the deck, 7 cards reading. We would have like 3, 4 major arcana. There was like such a strong sense like, okay, we are being moved in a new directions here, or there's something major happening here. A lot of us will be facing things that is not completely up to us, right? That was beginning of March, for the beginning of March reading. And indeed, there were a lot of things happening with the planets that was a lot of shift happening, right? We were going to a big shift during that time. And here we are, beginning of April, for the beginning of April reading. So far, this is the third reading, general reading for this for the zodiac sign for the first 2 weeks of April. And what I'm getting so far is a lot of air, a lot of swords energy coming through. Okay, so there is a sense of like the collectively we are dealing with the mental aspect of things. Okay, we are not so much deep into our emotions. Yes, we still can tap into our intuition. As you can see, the first card here is the Magician. We have that. However, the most cards we have here, and this is like Pisces, and we have 1, 2, 3. Yes, we have 3 cards of swords, mental aspect, and it's been the same. So really, we are using our intellect here. Spirit is asking us to use our intellect in the situation. We are at the phase. Perhaps this is the planning phase to get things. The shift happened. We got pushed into that new directions. Now it's time to use our mind or intellect to really execute whatever it is the plan, right? That we came up with. Whatever it is that new beginning that we are about to march on. Whatever it applies in your own personal situation. So let's start with the reading. The first card that came out is the Magician. And this is like an Egyptian depiction of the Magician card. That's a mouthful. And so we have the triangle here. We have the infinity symbol right there above his mind's eye, right? This almost looks like the pyramid, not so much a triangle. He has that pointed beard there, like, again, wisdom, giving us access to wisdom. That's like a pharaoh, right? The depiction. We have the flowers, and of course, as every magician, all his tools, right? He has access to all the elements there: fire, earth, water, and air. And we have a lot of air energy here. So, Pisces, during this time of the year, Spirit is basically telling you, asking you, they're going to be pushing you to be the magician of your life. Whatever it is that you're seeking, or that's seeking you, you are the one that can execute it, because that's what the magician does, right? They're the one who they make the tricks, right? Whereas if the negative aspect of the magician is that manipulator, that trickster, that can pull the wool over your eyes. But in the positive aspect of the magician, this is an upstanding magician here we have, with the Queen of Pentacles right underneath. This is especially for those of you Pisces that are dealing with material gains, right? That are dealing with financial issues, or that are starting anew in your career, or in your studies even. There is a sense here that you will be able to, Spirit is telling you, you have the blessing of the universe to access your inner knowing, right? To be able to see things through your third eye, through your mind's eye, okay? And also to be able to access your inner knowledge from perhaps your past life. That's why I believe that infinity symbol is right there above the third eye of the magician, almost in the crown chakra of the magician, because you are right now this earthly Queen of Pentacles that you're trying to be, a material, the mother, right? The earthly mother, the abundant mother, financially, in your family life, in your career, as well as in love. And but you also have other life cycles that you can access, right? You also have, because that infinity symbol is a continuum cycle, or like it doesn't end for you, Pisces. There are knowledge that you can access to your mind's eye that perhaps that other people in this cycle doesn't have. There are knowledge from your past life experiences that may be able to help you in whatever it is you're trying to achieve here, because this has become also one of the tools, not just the cup here, right? Not just the four elements, but also the being able to access the Akashic record of your own life, in quotation, of your own life, of your own life cycles from prior, right? From prior life cycles, or perhaps from other dimensions. This is what this is telling us here. The magician, this is a strong magician card for you, Pisces. You have access to all of that, so you can be that abundant queen, that Queen of Pentacles, okay? And here we have the Prince of Swords with the Ace of Swords underneath. And again, it's the same thing, especially if you're dealing with, like, you're an apprentice, you're a student, you're studying in a new career. This is very strong for you, to let you know that you have all the knowledge that you need, okay? You can achieve whatever it is that you're seeking to achieve, because that Ace of Swords, it is the swords of clarity, okay? Yes, it can be the swords of cutting things that no longer need you, but it's also the swords of clarity. Look at this. This almost look like like the eye, right? It could also be that third eye, your mind's eye as well. And that's words of knowledge, that's words of clarity is laying right there inside of it, almost like it's the sun rays coming on from every direction, right? This is all information available to you. These are all knowledge available to you. And here you are with that sword, you're holding it. And what's in front of him? He has the sword. This is a book, right? This is a book. We don't have the high priestess here, but it might as well be the high priest. So if you are in school, for those of you that are learning a new trade, right, that are going for higher education, that are starting anew in a professional setting, Spirit is inviting you to really tap into your inner knowledge. Don't just use those resources, those tools that are available to everybody. You have a little bit of something extra, Pisces. Spirit is telling you. Yes, you can use the pentacles, you can use the swords, you can use the wand, you can use that cup. There is something else. You have a little bit something extra that the universe, that God is trying to offer you. You have a little bit something extra, and that's coming straight from your mind's eye, that extra level of knowledge, because he has a book in one hand and you have that sword of knowledge in the other hand, right? You have a little bit of something extra that's gonna give you that push in order for you to become that king of swords. And look what's underneath that king of swords, that 10 of pentacles. Okay, that is financial abundance. Okay, this is accumulation of all your hard work, of all the gains that you have worked towards. So the next card we have is the Prince of Wands, and the Prince of Wands is it's very fiery, right? The Prince of Wands can be a little bit impulsive. This is a very handsome Prince of Wands, no? Oh, yeah, I got distracted. But, yes, this is we have here that there's a beautiful sun shining so bright on that Prince of Wands with his golden hair, and he's holding on to that one. He has this optimistic look, like, yes, I've got it all and I know it. Yes, yes, yes. But there's such passion in his eye, but it's almost like it's content passion, right? And that lion almost had the face of a man. Is it me? Like he is the beast and the beast is me. They almost look alike in that depiction. This is not by mistake. It's intended. So it's almost saying like you can also you have passion. You can also access your animal instinct. That's it. You can be the beast. You can also access your especially if you know your animal totem, Pisces. What is your which is your animal guide, if you will. Really pay attention to that. They may have message for you, or they may be giving you signals. Okay, when you have certain decisions to make, there may be you may get like, whether you may dream about that animal totem, or you may receive certain messages through them, and that will tell you about, okay, this is the sun lighting his path, lighting him from the back here, and he may not even be aware. He feels the warmth, but the sun is not straight in his eyes, right? But he knows the sun is there because he can feel it. And it's the same thing like that. Your path is lighted. Your path is protected, right? You are good. You are good to go. You can go knowing that you are protected. There's so much passion to be harnessed here. And for a prince, he looks very composed, but we can see with that lion there that he also have the ability to jump. He also have that ability to attack. He also have that ability to unleash all his passions if needed, right? So Spirit is telling you, basically you have everything at your disposal here. You have the intellect, and you have that extra something, that hidden knowledge, right? That deep intuition of perhaps past lives, or perhaps these are your ancestors, right? You are a continuation of their legacy, of their, their life cycles are encoded into your DNA too. So you have certain a little bit something extra that you can tap on. And then you have the Swords of Clarity, the Swords of Knowledge. You also have passion, right? With the fire energy with you, where you can access that your animalistic instinct as well. And underneath that Prince of Wands is the Seven of Pentacles. And the Seven of Pentacles here, you see there are pentacles planted on the ground, halfway planted. This looks, yeah. So this is like the card. I always see this of taking stock of where you are. You have been putting the work, now you're taking stock. And the thing is to not lose hope. There are 5 pentacles on the ground, and he's holding 2, 1 in each hand, right? We know the 5 of Pentacles is the card of poverty, of isolation, of lack. But here, those are the one planted on the ground. What he has in his hand are the 2 of Pentacles of weighing out his options, right? Which way to go, what decision to make, right? Of partnership, of starting anew, especially when it comes to career. So we have that 7 of Pentacles here of taking stock of what do we need, what do we have, what have we done, what more work needs to be done. So there is a sense of, as you go through this journey, Pisces, and yes, this is gonna be you doing the work. And we have that's almost the same message I had for Scorpio here. Yes, you have, Spirit is giving you all of these resources, all of these tools, but it's gonna be you doing the work. It's gonna be up to you to accept that sword. And it's showing here that you do actually go. You will accept that sword. You will take it on. You will take on the challenge, right? It's not even a challenge. It's almost like a mission for you, Pisces. But it's going to be you to do the work. It's going to be you to take stock of the work. But what you have to come to is, look, now you're wearing the crown. You're wearing the real crown, okay? You're going to become that king. That king in matters of your intellect, especially for you, those of you, it's a matter of studies, of career. You're going to become that person, because the King of Pentacles deals a lot with the intellect, with the mental aspect of life, okay? And the swords is still there for him. And what's underneath that king, once you become that king, is all the rewards for your hard work, is the 10 of Pentacles that sits underneath, okay? So there's great, I won't say challenge, but I want to take a clarification card on the Ace of Swords. It's very clear to me, but you have so many swords card here, and the ace is it's the card that studs the suit of swords. It's that new beginning, that new offer. So Spirit, what is that new offer? What is that Ace of Swords? What does that stand for Pisces? What message should Pisces get for that Ace of Swords? Some clarification on that Ace of Swords for Pisces friend. Okay, here we go. And then we have the 7 of Wands, and I'm gonna take one more. So this is you finding your courage and fighting for your belief, fighting for what you want, okay? And I said challenge earlier, and I said, well, not so much challenge, but a mission. Either way, there is something that you're trying to get going here, and that you feel very passionate about, and that you have a lot of courage. This is the After Tarot. This is not standing up the cliff and then waving your wand and fighting from a position of strength, from a position of basically you're protected of that cliff. You jumped off that cliff. You are now in the middle of the battle, right? It almost seems like it's you against 6 other people. It's 1 against 6, right? So you're feeling strong. So you did accept. If it was a challenge, the word jumped out. So that's a message for some of you. You did take on the challenge, and with a lot of courage, okay, showing a lot of strength. That Ace of Swords here is letting you know it's the access to higher knowledge, for you to know what you have. And that what you have is not just the tools, not just the tools of the elemental tools that are available to all of us. It's that you have something extra, that yes, you can jump into this fight knowing that you are protected, knowing, because you've already assessed the situation below while you're up that cliff. So now you know what you're getting yourself into. You have that higher knowledge, okay? Oh, perfect. Wheel of Fortune. This is the card that jumped for you again over that Ace of Swords. And that's 10. That's also another one. And it's the A in that Wheel of Fortune that's up. Okay? Usually we see the T. The wheel has moved. Movement has already started. The new beginning has already occurred. The Magician, here you are set in motion. We are moving. You're already moving. The wheel has already been set into motion. There's no stopping this now, Pisces. Excuse me. There's no stopping this. This is we are not at the 12-hour mark here. This is T. We are the quarter after. We are 3 o'clock now. Yes, it's on top, but it's the A that's on top. The wheel is moving, but it's still the A. You are on the move, okay? You are on the move already. That is so beautiful. You've already started. You've already picked up on the mental, that challenge, that mission. You did take the sword. You already started. You did jump the fight. And here you are, you're walking towards your abundance, and you will achieve everything you want to achieve because you are going through the cycle. The wheel must turn. The wheel does not stay in one spot. Okay? And this is the wheel of time. This is the wheel of also justice. This is the wheel of fate. This is your fate. And for you, those of you Pisces where you have an initial that is A, that starts with A, that's of great significance to you. Okay? Yeah. And that I also want to say that second quarter of the year here, it's also is going to be very important, whatever this is that you're working towards. I want to get a clarification on the Prince of Wands. Clarification on the Prince of Wands for Pisces. The Page of Pentacles. So we have another, basically, another page here. So we have the Prince of Swords, of Wands, and of Pentacles. So really, clearly, you are dealing with with a matter of finances, of material gain, of for some of you, it could be study, being apprentice in the new work environment. That's what the page also denotes here. So you are coming into your own. You are studying anew in the world. You really are working hard, passionately, with vigor to become that king that you want to be, right? To become the master of your own universe. And you have a lot of help. Along with that, Pisces, yes, you have to do the work. It's up to you. You have to do the work. But you have a lot of assistance in achieving this. One more on the Seven of Pentacles. Clarification of the Seven of Pentacles for Pisces. Look at this. Seven of Pentacles jumped out for you again. To clarify the Seven of Pentacles. And then the Ace of Swords. Again. So whenever we have those repeating cards, this is Spirit telling us, I said what I said. And at the bottom of the deck, we have that Nine of Swords. So many swords energy here. This is really about the mental aspect. So you really need to conquer your thought. You really need to come to get that intellect together. You have it. It's yours, Pisces. Don't question your intellect. Yes, you're deeply intuitive. Yes, you have all that water energy. But during these first 2 weeks of April here, Spirit is asking you to literally conquer your mind. Use that mind. You also can be very sharp in your mind. Use it. It's yours. They're giving you that knowledge, that Ace of Swords. You have the Ace of Swords again. Look at this. Here, it's almost like we've already given it to you, Pisces. The offer, the hand is holding on the bird. That's a messenger. The sword is already there for you. The offer here is not the sword. The sword has already been offered. We saw it here. You've accepted it. The wheel was already been in motion. Here we are on that third line here. Spirit is saying, yes, you've already have that sword. We already gave you that sword. Now this is a message. Receive the message. Use the knowledge. You have the sword of clarity. You have received it. You take it. Now use the message of that sword that we're sending with that sword of knowledge. Use the knowledge. Okay? And then we also have that Seven of Pentacles twice. Seven of Pentacles, clarifying Seven of Pentacles with that Ace. It's as if to say that the message of that sword, of that offering of that sword, is the knowledge you need for your path forward. It's the knowledge you need in achieving your goals, in growing those pentacles, in growing in that career, in growing in that whatever it is, that financial, your schooling and your education, right? We've already given you everything you need, Pisces. There's no need to stress, because this is the Nine of Swords that's underneath the deck for you. It's a spirit saying, like, you see, he has the swords on top, and he's basically about to cut off any negative energy, whatever it is that demon is. He's not gonna sit there and like, oh, in anxiety. He's cutting it off. He's gonna use that sword to slay that demon. We don't have time to play with you demons. We have stuff to achieve here. So there's no need to stress. Spirit is telling you, yes, take stock of where you are, but you can walk away. You don't need to look at here. This is the original, the cosmic tarot. It's nighttime. He's standing there, 2 pentacles in his hand, and he's like looking at those in the ground growing. Spirit is saying, no. This is the clarification. Go home, Pisces. You have all the knowledge you need. We're giving you everything you want to achieve your goals. Have faith in your knowing. Have faith and confidence in the messages that we have sent you, that you've received. We've already given you the sword. Now use it, the knowledge that you have, the message that you're receiving. Trust in it. Go home. You don't need to stand there till nighttime to watch those pentacles grow. Go home knowing that those pentacles are going to grow. You're going to be fruitful. Look, the tree is high now. This is them underground, and you're standing there at nighttime watching them. Pisces, Spirit is telling you, have faith. There's no need to have anxiety. Know that what you're working toward is going to be fruitful. The tree is going to grow beautifully. It's going to flourish. So much so you can take some home to enjoy with your family. For you to be abundant. For you to become the king. And for you to be able to also come into the ultimate abundance, the 10 of Pentacles. To accumulate all this wealth that you want. Okay, Pisces? So for those of you that are worrying, that are anxious, that are just let it go. You have everything you need. Keep working. The wheels have already been set in motion. Use your strength. Stay in the fight. Access that inner knowing. Access the knowledge that you've been receiving. Use all the tools that are available. Tap into your animalistic, into your passion. And we have codependency, and it is safe for you to love. Open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. Yes, if it's a romantic situation, Spirit is asking you, it is safe for you to love. Open your heart. And then 2 cards came out for you, are flipped up for you. And then you have codependency. Addictions are affecting your romantic life. I can see that here because there is a sense of obsessing over it. Having that 7 of Swords here, there is a sense of like, what is happening? Is this growing? Oh, half of it is here. Ooh, and then you have the 9 of Swords at the bottom of the deck, right? You're working towards something, but it's almost like you're lacking faith. And we have so many pages here, and pages are youthful energy, right? It's almost like there's a sense of impatience, perhaps, of like, I'm working towards this. When is this going to happen? When is this going to happen? When is this going to happen? So Spirit is asking you, the wheel has already been set in motion. Things are working for you. Things are working. You are on your journey. The journey has already started, okay? Even if you don't see it yet, even if you don't feel it yet, you are working towards it. So if it's a love situation, have faith. Don't become addicted to the person. Don't become too needy. Don't become codependent in a love relationship. Know you are your own person. Stand in your own truth. Stay grounded. Okay? Keep working, doing your part for the relationship. But don't do all the work. And don't expect the person to be your whole and everything. Okay? And it is safe for you to love. Open your heart to give and also receive. Don't give too much. Don't expect too much. But give. Leave your heart open. But also receive equally. Okay, Pisces? So there's a real sense here to temper yourself, to really allow the work, to continue to do the work, and allow the journey to develop, right? Allow the journey to reveal itself. So really you can come into your abundance, because it's happening for you. It's already been set in motion. And I want to pick a sacred geometry oracle deck for you. Oh, there we go. And then we have the hexahedron. And at the bottom we have duality. Yes, duality. Use both aspects. Use both your feminine and masculine energy. Don't stay codependent. Don't give too much. Don't expect too much. Don't just try to keep your balance in knowing that you're working towards something great, and that it's about to you're about to reap the rewards of all that work that you've been putting towards it, okay? And here I want to read a little passage of this from the book for you. This is the sacred geometry, and this is the cube, of course, the hexahedron, and I wanted to read that passage for you because it really goes well with that codependency, especially for those of you dealing with romantic situation. It says that before you act in a radical manner, step out of the box and seek a new perspective. Talk to a friend or a wise counsel, and most definitely ask for inner guidance before initiating radical change. So what is it saying, Pisces? It's kind of like, if you feel like you're boxed in, take some time to really take stock out of where you are, to really think about the journey you're on before you stop in the middle, before you stop all those blessings that are coming towards you, okay? If you need to step away to take a little vacation, like here, this is what clarified that Seven of Pentacles of you standing there like in the dark. It was almost like it's too much. There's too much intensity here. There's too much obsession almost here with watching these pentacles grow. Leave it on the ground so it can grow. It will grow, right? This is what's about to come towards you, okay? You can go home. You can go home knowing that the tree is gonna grow and it will bear fruits, okay? That you're gonna be able to enjoy. So you might have to, if you may have to step away for a little bit, you may have to detach, you may have to take a little break, especially if it's a relationship here. You may have to take a little break from that special someone, because if you feel like you're boxing, it's just me and you, you're the only one I have, it can scare the person away. You may ruin what could be a beautiful relationship, okay? And if it's a new career you're stepping on, don't do that. Don't be like sitting there waiting obsessively. When is it? Because you have something beautiful you started here, and it comes with a warning as to let go of anxiety. Use that sword. You have two Ace of Swords here on the table. Take one of those swords and slay those inner demons. That are not allowing you to really enjoy the blessings that the universe wants to offer you, because the wheels have been set in motion for you, Pisces. Don't ruin it for yourself, okay? That's the message I'm getting here for you. And I hope this message resonate and you can use it to the best and highest good for your own personal situation. And thank you so much for your continued support. Please come back at mid-month for the second half of April reading. And remember, love is the only answer. Thank you, Pisces.